Right, okay, hi, I'm Paul, welcome to Team Snowtrax. We've just done the first club race of 2021, but we're going to start talking about a little bit about the basics about what you need for ski racing. We're going to start off by talking about the gear that you're going to need. Okay, so I'm here with head coach Darren and my son Chris, who's going to model. So we're just going to run through some of the bits and pieces you need. First off, helmet. So we've got the standard sort of helmet that you would wear on the slopes, but Chris here has got a race helmet. So what's the difference between the two, and do we need to buy one or the other for the race club?
No, the helmet's absolutely fine. What we tend to find is that when the parents buy a helmet, is they don't allow for the chin guard fixing. So you can buy a helmet that's not a race helmet, but will take the guard. Okay, so that's something to look for, so rather than having to buy a helmet twice. It's just coloured up the same as an FIS helmet. Okay, the one important thing is all the helmets now have an adjustable adjustment on the back, right, to hold the back of the head so it fits. So one helmet fits all to a certain degree. Okay, so we can wind it to undo it, wind it to do it up, make a nice snug fit. But one of the things I find that's most important is the chin straps. Okay, is parents, okay, because kids can't do it, do not do the chin straps up tight enough that they come underneath their chin where they should do. The chin strap that comes around their nose or loose is more dangerous than not wearing a helmet at all, because if it comes off it can hurt their neck. So apart from that, normal helmet, look for the fixing for the chin guard, and that's the way to go.
Next up is the back protector. So this is what Chris is wearing, and he was wearing underneath his jumper just now. So just turn around. We've got some protection under here. How important is a back protector in what we're doing?
I think with kids nowadays, you know, as much protection as we can offer with freedom of movement, like this is fantastic. I mean, it's not affecting any of his movement at all. I personally wear a full body Dainese on, but that's because I'm old. So elbow, knee pads, chest guards. But this is quite important, especially because we do freestyle as well as a race club. So when you've got a foreign hard object, metal, perspex on there, you've got to protect the spine as you possibly can. So I always recommend that, and it's good to see, you know, Chris has got one on. And it fits properly, which is very important.
Brilliant. Okay, next up, you'll see plenty of racers wearing these lecky things. Are these shin guards? So what's the relevance of shin guards?
Well, shin guards basically is to protect their knees and their legs for when we start hitting the poles when they get old, bigger. But having said that, even when we train with the stubbies, you know, I've gone down a couple of courses without them on, and being a bit older, my knees and my legs, it does hurt a bit, so they do offer good protection. For big poles, definitely without a doubt. I mean, I'm so old that we used to make our own, you know what I mean, that newspaper, but they're good, they work, they give the kids the confidence. And to be fair, with the guards, the helmet, the spine protector, the helmet, the chin guard, when the kids turn up and they join a club, it's like a uniform. They want to be a racer, they see it on telly, whether they're hitting the poles or not with stubbies, they just want to feel like part of the team. And that's what we're all about here at Team Snowtrax.
Right, on the topic of equipment, we have poles. Chris here is modelling his poles. On these poles we've got these big lumps of plastic. What are they? What are they for?
Well, basically, these are guards. When we come to start racing, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have our poles up, okay? We're not going to be pole part a lot. And this is to protect us when we hit the big poles, okay? Again, with the juniors, they don't need them, okay? But it feels like part of the team. With the adults, you definitely need them, so you can wear padded gloves, but they're very important. However, I will say, from a very personal point of coaching, with the clip guards on plastic and any straps on plastic, I always recommend, this is only a recommendation, but they do not wear the straps or the clips. So that when they fall, the poles go away with them rather than stay with them and get embroiled in a tumble with them. So it's one thing I think we should take notice of. But they're fun, they're bright, and they do work. They do work, and they look cool.
Okay. Right, so skis are a big part of skiing, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be called skiing. They've got loads and loads of different types of skis. I've got all mountain skis and I've got race skis. Chris has got his race skis there, and there are a whole range of race skis as well. So how do you navigate this mad minefield of different sorts of skis? What would you recommend that you would buy?
Well, basically, when you look at a ski for a younger person, all the skis are modelled off pretty much the same thing, okay? Because the only thing that's different is they're taking the graphic of an adult race ski, so they feel like they belong, okay? But the junior skis are designed to be light. The bindings are very adjustable. They're light as well, okay? And they've got a carving shape, like all skis. It's only when we progress to the other stages where we start to put plates on it, okay? We get the 150 juniors and stuff like that on 4.4s, where we find there might be a little bit difference with the stiffness and preference to who likes to ski in certain ways, because we all ski differently. But pretty much, getting the right length, getting something nice and soft to start with is really good for kids, I think. You know what I mean? And it'll always be recommended by a good salesman in a shop a ski shop.
Right, thanks Darren,
So-
that's fantastic. Great information there about the equipment, hopefully really useful. If you've got any queries, speak to your coaches. We'll go back to a few more shots that I took of the ski race today and look at some of the winners. And I'll also talk a little bit about the regional ski races that are coming up, and particularly the Snowsport South Summer Series. Now we're going to talk about the Snowsport South Summer Series. So that's a collection of 6 races. And the idea is that the clubs will go around each different slope and will compete against each other. There's individual races and there's also club races. Here's just a breakdown of what you can expect on the day. So the morning will consist of 3 timed runs down the slope. Depending on your age category will depend on how many runs will count towards your final time. So if you're in the under 12 categories or below, then your best time from those 3 runs is what counts towards your final time. If you are under 14s and above, then for 2021, it'll be running from the best 2 times from your 3 runs. So if your best times are from your first and your third run, those 2 times get added together, and that's the score that takes you forward. So that runs with everybody in the morning, and then we move on to the head-to-head races. Now the head-to-head races are where you will race against somebody else at the same time, and that person you'll be racing against will be somebody who scored a similar sort of time to your best time from the runs in the morning. So after the head-to-heads we move on to fun teams and club races. So if you're lucky enough to be in a club team, you won't be in the fun team. Now the fun teams are lined up with everybody's time from the morning runs, so they add everybody's time together, work out the best combination, and every team will have a similar time, total time from the morning. If you're in the club team, then you'll know about it and you'll be racing for your club against the other clubs. So it's a fun day out for everybody, so you get to meet lots of different people from all the different slopes. Of course everybody is interested in skiing, so it's a really good day out for everyone. As well as all the skiing, there'll be prizes, there'll be prize givings as well with all the medals and things. And yeah, just come along and enjoy it. So one slight change to the first race in Aldershot this year is we'll be running under COVID conditions. So what does that mean exactly? Well, specifically, you'll be giving a time slot to turn up at the Aldershot slope. You'll be given some practice runs on the practice slope to warm up. But when you actually come to do your timed runs, you'll be doing your timed runs one after the other. Once you've done your timed runs, it's time to go home. All the times are calculated at the end of the day, and you'll be notified if you're a winner, and your medals will be passed via the club rep to you. And that's it really. If you're interested in joining in any of the fun, just head to www.skiresults.co.uk. Follow the entry process there. You should see all the Snowsport South races on there. And as simple as that. So that's it from me for now, from here at Team Snowtrax. If there's anything you want me to cover in any future videos, just give us a shout. I'm happy to cover all sorts of topics. Looking at maybe doing something on ski servicing, so if you're interested in that, just give us a shout. Otherwise, I'll see you here down at the slope whenever I'm here, and we'll see you next time.